All right, we're going to stop spending money for a moment in these tutorials. And if you remember from one of I think the first or second video, when I mentioned that you have a checking account and a savings account with PayGrade. So I'm now going to show you how you can transfer money. We're not spending anything. We're just transferring money. We're moving money between those two accounts that you own. So if you would like to utilize the savings account that you do have, here is how you would do so on PayGrade. Right next to the purchase asset button that we covered last video is the bank transfer button. You can go ahead and click on bank transfer, and when you do that, it's going to ask you what account you want to take money out of. Since we only have money in our checkings account right now, we're going to go ahead and just take money from checking. So I click checking, and now it's going to say, okay, what account do you want money to go to? Right? Which account do we want to deposit money into? And obviously the only other place we have is our savings account. So I'm going to choose savings, and it's going to ask you for the amount of Bizcoin. Let's say that I want to start saving up for rent, maybe not the whole thing, just some. I'm going to go ahead and put 400 Bizcoin from my checking account into my savings. So that way that 400 I know is definitely going to rent, and I'm not tempted to spend it. So I'll go ahead and type here in the box that's asking for the amount, 400. And then click transfer. It's going to ask you, are you sure? As long as you're sure that you want the 400 to go from checking to savings or whatever you inputted, you would say yes. It's going to process, and now it is done. So once it reloads the page, you'll notice I now have 500 remaining in my checking account because I just transferred 400 Bizcoin into my savings. And if we look in our handy dandy transaction history, we'll see, oh, we just had an account transfer happen. Specifically, some more info about that transaction is that we transferred to savings. We did it, test student 3, and we took 400 Bizcoin out of our checking account, and we have 500 Bizcoin remaining in our checking account. And then we go to the savings transaction history, we'll see, oh, we have an account transfer that occurred. It's coming from the checking account. We initiated it, test student 3, and it added 400 to our savings account. So now we have 400 in our savings account, and we'll notice that those balances also match.